So I am Rochelle Gregory, started Rocky Raffaella straight out of uni. It was kind of like one of those things where I just missed getting an internship with Alexander Wang, which was like my dream.
And who's that for those of you that don't know? Because I don't know who that is.
Oh,
You don't know who Alexander Wang is?
Do you know who else? Do you know him well?
there's a bit of controversy there now.
Okay.
Back then, he was a very well-known fashion designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so loved his stuff, just missed out on getting it to one other girl. And I used that as kind of fuel and motivation to start Rocky Raffaella. You know, mental health is kind of part of my journey. So I just have to touch on that because that's what fueled the brand as well. It was like I wanted to create a universe to escape to.
Yeah, cool.
So
And did you kind of lose yourself in that work universe?
oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's the first time I was like, this is Rochelle Gregory. Like I felt like I was 100% my true self when I designed. So then, yeah, I created Rocky Raffaella and I hit kind of big success pretty early on. Within 2 years, I was dressing some big names. And I think that happened just from that, you know, go-getter personality, like jumping to things. And the clothes are very unique. People hadn't seen them, you know, being out, wearing it at the right time, attracted all this crazy stuff. So that's kind of how my journey started. Yeah, today still going strong. 9 years later, here I am.
Yeah, nice. So for people who don't know the brand, tell us a little bit about. Obviously, we do. Big fans. Great jacket, by the way. Is that your
Great jacket.
is that your- yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Jacket. How goes the jacket?
I'm getting MJ vibes.
First thing she said first thing I said when she walked in, I was like, sick jacket. I like red.
Yeah.
I've noticed you wear red shoes sometimes.
Yes, I saw those when I came in the other day.
Yeah, sick. It's cool.
Yeah, right.
Cool thing, and you got to be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Confidence.
They make you run faster too, yeah?
Of course. Why else would you wear it?
Yeah, I got here in 2 seconds wearing this jacket.
Yeah. Is that your?
Yes, this is one of my designs.
Oh,
so,
sick.
yeah, why I think I'm a little bit unique is I kind of pushed the boundaries. So this is all hand smocked. It's so I work with like basket weavers and Indonesian artisans to create kind of, you know, out of the ordinary designs. So it's like a hand sewn technique that creates like a texture within the material.
Is that what's happening on the sleeves?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Right here.
cool.
So yeah, for those who don't know the brand, it's that element of yin and yang. It's like got this very feminine touch to it that it's like mixed with this edginess and kind of, you know, feminine edge, you know, rebellion meets class. It's like that middle boundary.
Yeah, do you have a men's range as well, or you just do women's at the moment?
No, so I do custom jackets for men. Like I've dressed a few people like that.
The shirts as well, don't you do shirts?
Yeah, well,
Some
the
shirts?
shirts are quite like, you'd see more like your DJs and that kind of like, you know, you got to, I don't know, could you pull off a shirt? Like
Me?
a leopard pink
If you'd brought
shirt?
one, I would have put one on now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, bring it.
So
leopard,
yeah,
I'm all about
guess
leopard.
For as long as I've
Leopard.
known you, like I couldn't.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I associate the two. I can't not look at a leopard and think of you.
He said tight like a tiger because I was sitting opposite him.
Well, I mean, the shirts are unisex, but yeah,
Yeah.
I guess anyone can
But
wear
it is
them.
so you
Feminine,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
It's
It's
a
more.
women's
It's more.
brand.
That's right. It's more tailored towards that.
Women, yeah.
Yeah, to that sex.
You'd be very masculine
To wear one.
to be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Or not.
Yeah, or not, or completely the opposite. Yeah, I would definitely pull it off though, just for the
Is
record.
that how you
So
feel?
I would look at the fashion industry, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I would look at that industry and think it's a really hard space to be successful in. You know, kind of like when you want to, say if you grow up and you're like, I want to be an actor, I want to be a famous actor, or I want to be a famous singer. It's one of those industries that so many people want to do it, so many people want to be successful in. And it's kind of, you see the best of the best, but you don't see anything else in between that.
Yeah.
Is that a correct assumption of the industry?
Oh, absolutely. It's like the zoo out there. But in saying that, I mean, I feel like everyone, I feel like it's really important for me to stay true to my identity. So I've always kind of created these really show-stopping pieces. They're very unique. And I think that's why celebs like them so much. If you think about it, they could wear whatever they want.
Yeah.
But I think my clothes spoke to people because it was so different. And I remember last year when I was purely focusing on the Australian market, a lot of buyers or mentors were really trying to get me to, be like other brands, a lot.
Got to sell your soul a little bit.
Yeah. And, do what these people are doing. And I stuck to my grounds. I'm like, no, because people come to me for that, uniqueness or, not to wear what every single other person is wearing. So I found that a lot of Australian brands, all are kind of staying in that
Safe zone?
Yeah. And I'm not. And I don't plan on changing just to be like everybody else.
So you're more of a boutique like company in that regard?
Yeah.
Would that, so is it difficult for you? So say your jacket you're wearing now, could you sell 10,000 units
No.
of that jacket?
No.
Yeah. So it's like, no, this is the jacket. Again, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm ignorant in this space.
Yeah.
But is it just by order? So someone sees that jacket online or you wearing it or someone else wearing it and say, hey, I love that jacket. Can I have one? I'm this size, and then you make it for them? How does it, do you actually sit there and make each piece?
Jacket.
Or just maybe not jackets, but anything?
Are they made to
All of
order?
it. Yeah.
Are you asking?
But are you the one that it's actually sewing it together and putting it together, or do you have a team doing that?
No, I have a
How
team
do you-
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, at the start, of course, like I have to teach my team, especially when I design, I always come up with a new concept or a new skill that I've learned. That's part of the design process. And then I'll go back and teach the team, how to do it. And then we go through kind of a learning process of like the skills that are going into the new collection.
Yeah.
But yeah, very much. Look, it still takes 3 days. There's still a lot of artistry that goes into it. It's all hand smocked.
Yeah.
Which takes a lot of time. So, yeah, it's not fast-paced fashion, but at the same time, we also don't want to, there's a lot of sustainability and all that these days. So, if we don't keep a lot of stock, however, we do have some. So you can order one online, but it's not going to take, 5 weeks to get one or something like that.
Iggy, order me a pink leopard shirt now.
No.
Right now.
So what I'm trying to say is, we keep wastage in mind, but at the same time, we do have some stock. If that makes sense.
So just for the people who don't know, not me, of course, other people.
Yeah.
What's hand smocked?
Hand smocked. So it's a hand sewn technique. So pretty much you do like a grid, and then it's the way you sew it with a sewing needle and thread, and then when you turn it the other way, it's a whole pattern.
Oh.
So it creates a texture within the material. So to give that 3D effect.
Yeah.
Is that what's happened here?
That's it.
That's
Right
cool.
there.
That looks sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
It looks like a braid, but it's actually called smocking.
Yeah, cool.
Red leather. Huh? That looks cool.
Yeah.
But it is giving MJ vibes. I like it.
It is very much. Why fashion?
Good question. I think I've always been creative. Like I struggled immensely throughout high school with learning difficulties. Like a teacher would explain something and I would literally think they were speaking another language. Like I just didn't get things.
Yeah.
But I was always creative. And that came out later when it was like, what do you want to do with your life? And I was just in this absolute destructive pattern, drinking, all that, just living this extreme life. And I think a life coach, helped me uncover that I had a love for design. But at the time I couldn't see it because I was so dark. But yeah, I guess as soon as I started, it was like, wow, okay, I was born to do this.
Yeah.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.